Those are the things when they say when you will destroy yourself spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. Among our Diné, there is a teaching that is very seriously taken with the old people. And to prepare for this presentation of it, I've had to remember and consult with a number of different people. And the word in our language is achik. And the translation is having to do with the immorality. Immorality was introduced by coyote, and the young lady known as the Jingle Girl, or Azilit Et is what they call her. But the story begins there, and it is said in the story that this is the first time that Ajit was introduced into the world. And the story of the coyote is how he lusts after this girl. She has 12 brothers, and she's a very beautiful young lady. He eventually tricks her into giving in to his physical desires, and she becomes then a very evil bear. She turns into an evil bear that destroys her 12. Well, actually, she destroyed her 11 of her brothers, but the youngest one, the Lukashai, which is the youngest of the 12 boys, is the one that actually has to do away with his sister. But the word ajit is only 2 ceremonies that I'm aware of that is kind of mentioned. But the teaching is extensive when you get into talking with the old people. Back when I was growing up, I had it from my male relatives and female relatives. And some of the things that they would say is, ajit, hatsajatna. And that meant, like a moth, you could go into the fire and burn yourself up and extinguish yourself. And it was also said that hanati, which is you will be blind, you will become blind, if you participate in any type of sexual perversion. And so that was the word that ajit is what it means. And that means to not be involved or ever allow yourself to become involved in things of lust in a sexual setting or nature. It is to be avoided at any cost. And when they say you will go blind, hanaikni is to say, that you will lose your spiritual sight, that the things of the spiritual nature will not be visible to you anymore if you indulge in ajit or allow yourself to become ajitni. And so the teachings were very severe. And when they would say, hatsajatna, ajit, those are the things when they say when you will destroy yourself spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. So avoid that. Don't ever involve yourself in anything that is a perverted nature outside of a marriage setting. And they were very strict about it. And they would get after you even if you looked at any of your female relatives, if you're a boy. Which was very serious. Everybody from the male side and from the female side of the family would always tell you, and this was from the older people. But this day, in this modern time, we have access to all kinds of things that can begin to affect your character, your integrity, your confidence, and your peace. And it is available so readily on the internet. and in all the publications and movies and so on. These things are enticing, and eventually they can lead to other things and more serious things, and you will destroy yourself, just like they say, and so the modern teaching is kind of avoid that, and we've forgotten the traditional teachings of our people. Our young people should be encouraged to not expose themselves to those things that will harm them spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. And those are the things that we are told.